today's cup of coffee, we have an article that comes from Daily Mail and is by Matthew Phelan and was July the 18th of 2023. And UFOs are already having an impact on combat training for America's fighter pilots, a top national security official has warned. According to John Kirby, the National Security Council's coordinator for strategic communications under President Biden, he says, quote, some of the phenomena we know have already had an impact on our training ranges, end quote. The comment suggests a new approach from the White House, whose press secretary Karine Jean-Pierre coyly dismissed questions about the F-22 stealth Raptor jets that shot down 3 UFOs last February by saying, quote, I love E.T. the movie, end quote. Kirby, a retired Rear Admiral in the U.S. Navy, said the unanswered questions surrounding UFOs must now be treated as a legitimate issue. In a White House briefing Monday, he told reporters, quote, when pilots are out trying to do training in the air and they see these things, they're not sure what they are, and it can have an impact on their ability to perfect their skills, end quote. While Admiral Kirby emphasized that the Pentagon is taking the UFO issue seriously, he declined to answer questions on individual whistleblowers, specifically retired Senior Intelligence Officer David Grush, whose explosive UFO claims have sparked open congressional oversight hearings set for July the 26th of 2023. Last month, Grush came forward alleging that U.S. military and defense contractors were hiding evidence of crashed UFOs, recovered beings, and UFO-related deaths. When asked if he believed the claims made by former Pentagon insiders like Grush, Kirby responded, quote, I'm not going to talk about individual whistleblowers, end quote. According to comments made by Senator Marco Rubio last month, Grush's testimony has been notably corroborated in classified hearings by other defense sector witnesses, some of whom may appear before the House Oversight hearing of UFOs. Dismissing comments on the ridicule that has historically surrounded the UFO topic, Admiral Kirby insisted that the Pentagon wants to better understand what's going on in the nation's restricted airspace where the pilot training occurs. Using the preferred terminology for these airborne enigmas, unidentified aerial or anomalous phenomena, UAP, Kirby said, quote, the Pentagon has stood up an entire organization to help collate and coordinate the reporting and analysis of sightings of UAP across the military. We wouldn't have stood up an organization at the Pentagon to analyze and try to collect and coordinate the way these sightings are reported if we didn't take it seriously, end quote. The comments add further weight to the U.S. Navy's so-called 2015 Gimmel UFO video taken with an FA-18's infrared targeting pod and depicting a mysterious object flying in restricted airspace off the Atlantic coast. That airspace, or warning area, had been cordoned off for use by naval aviators' training exercises. Kirby also said that the current U.S. military efforts are the first coordinated, integrated effort and apparent dismissal of the now public but once highly classified UFO investigation programs run by the Pentagon's Defense Intelligence Agency, the Advanced Aerospace Weapon Systems Applications Program, and the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program. Kirby was quick to add that neither he, the White House, nor the Pentagon has reached any firm conclusions on the phenomena, despite having shot down multiple UAP over Canada and Alaska last February. Kirby stated, quote, we're not saying what they are or what they're not. We're saying that there's something our pilots are seeing. We're saying that it has had an effect on some of our training operations, and so we want to get to the bottom of it. We want to understand it better. It's already had an impact, end quote. The questions to Admiral Kirby were posed by Blake Berman, chief Washington correspondent for Nexstar Media's new cable news network, News Nation, which has staked its name to groundbreaking UFO reporting since launching 2 years ago. And that being said, oh my God, I honestly did not know that this person was former military. I thought Kirby was just somebody that they trotted out every now and then when Jean-Pierre, or whatever the hell her name is, needed a coffee break or something. Honestly, this man, if you've never listened to his presentations, there is no way in hell. He looks like a Jim Henson creation, and not one of the good ones. And it's just like his ability to present anything is always a challenge to listen to and take it seriously. So with this is one more cover up. And as far as things that they shot down, are you talking about, spy balloons that were allowed to go across the nation for months? Are you talking about some of these other things? I mean, my God, we have been infiltrated. We are aware of this. People that are not aware of this at this point either are demented, totally deceived, or totally oblivious. Because the rest of us have been understanding what was going on for quite some time now. And yes, this is total opinion, because I still have the right to make one. This is just ridiculous. Do I believe that there's something else coming, that they're going to possibly use UFOs as an excuse? And listening to Steve Greer and some of the people that he has interviewed and stuff, and there was some other guy, and I can't remember what his name was, but they had made the comment that if the term UFO is used, then that's going to be one of these interdimensional crafts or whatever that they can blink in and out because they're going between dimensions. But if they're using the term UAP, that is a man-made something using reverse engineering, which has come from whatever, interdimensional, reptilian. All these damn people are reptilians. I mean, they really are. And at this point, anybody who truly would believe these people, they need a reality check. So if you've got a friend or family member that's like, that they're caught up into the mockingbird media, take them aside gently, buy them a cup of coffee, and explain reality to them for a little bit. It may not take first time. You may have to buy them multiple cups of coffee over multiple days. But don't give up on them. And we do truly ask for prayers for this nation, because we're in perilous times. We honest to God are. So if you've had experiences with paranormal or supernatural encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, you can send me an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com. Link to this article and the email address will be there in the description box. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Support smile creators, folks, because that's where, when nobody's paying for my meal ticket, I can say what I want to. So that's a good thing. Same thing with some of these independent news organizations and stuff. Yeah, support those, because independent comment and content creators, those are where you're going to come closer to getting truth. And that is BitChute, Odyssey, Rumble, any of these places where some of the voices that have been screaming the loudest for the longest, that were yeeted off of the mainstream. If it's David Icke, if it's Alex Jones, all these different people, there's a lot of voices. Russell Brand is out there. There was somebody on BitChute that had mentioned him. Went back and listened to him. He's making a lot of advances. And I'm sure that you all know a lot more voices that I may not be aware of. I'm just listening to Alex Jones for many years on and off. Salty Crackers, another one. So, lots of folks out there. Know that you're very loved. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup. Bye.